One of the things that we're trying to do with the eclectic group of people that we've got here is really try and do things differently. Tonight, we're going to try to open the doors to the future.
We're all trying hard to create a new future. What this evening does is to actually bring us all together. And the hope is that you end up at the end of the evening imagining something that you had never started with.
I think it's a really great initiative. I'm very impressed that Sony are collaborating with civil society in so many different strands. I've met designers, I've met engineers, I've met journalists.
Our group looked at utopia and dystopia, and we thought that really the future has got to be about people.
I think it's really interesting, and already tonight I've met some really interesting people that I don't normally bump into.
It's nice to meet different people, different visions, and to think about the future, I would say.
These sorts of evenings are good because they test us, and we do need to think dramatically differently. We do need to act dramatically differently in the near future.
Our door is called perpetual motion, and that is the challenge, really. The conflict between increasing population and decreasing natural resources. We challenge the concept of traditional organizations and behavior.
It's really nice to see companies actually stepping out of their comfort zone, bringing people together, getting some feedback, trying to think outside of the box.
We came into this thinking that we would probably have a kind of beautiful scrolling unified approach, and it pretty rapidly turned out that we weren't going to get that. There were a lot of different ideas.
Coming together and getting people problem solving in a really creative way is going to help people think of solutions now and start to look at mitigation and also adaptation right now.
Nowadays, companies have more power than governments to take on environmental issues.
It makes a difference what companies like Sony, for example, do. Which products do they invent? Because it changes the way people live and people work.
A big important area there is also skills, the skills of people in the future to be able to not only use technology in a physical sense, but use technology in a social sense in the way you interact with technology.
I think it's really interesting to see someone like Sony working with people who spend an awful lot of time at the edges, if you like, pushing boundaries.
We've had architects, designers, all sorts of people here tonight to try and rethink what we're looking for in the future. Fantastic.
Interacting and using our hands and involving artists and creative people has been great. Yeah.
Hopefully at Sony we can come up with some really cool, innovative solutions that will take them forward as a company, will take us forward as people.
We've had a great time and a great group of people, and that gives me actually confidence for the future.